Hey, I'm back with another journaling video. I have the window open and the pre-spring air coming in through the window. It's that time between winter and spring when I live in mid-Missouri, and I don't know, it's like infuses you with this happiness that I don't know that you could even bottle up. So it's kind of chilly. I also have Winston behind me. He's like inching closer and closer to me, which I totally love. He'll probably be on this table here pretty soon. When he is, you'll know it. He makes himself known wherever he's at. So, okay, this video is, I'm going to talk about journal slumps. So that's a common theme among those of us who journal our thoughts and whatever else is journaling slumps. What do we do when we get in a slump? And we all do. So I have told you multiple times about how I journal every day, and that is the absolute truth. But I have journal slumps. I'm actually kind of in one right now. Not necessarily a brain slump, but like a life slump with journaling. I haven't carved as much time as I like. And it's unfortunate, really, because there's so much that I gain from my time with my journal and all the little bips and bops that I put in there, and the outflowing of the words, as well as the decor that I put on the paper, the pictures that I print. And I haven't done it much. And I'll tell you why. It's because I have been blessed by you all with orders through my Etsy shop. And this platform, this YouTube thing, has just given me a diversion from I don't know, just from making, like the physical act of making the covers. It just gives me this outlet to talk about what I really love the most. So my first love is journaling, and then I love all things leather working. Well, not all things leather working. Leather book cover making. Stitching, hand stitching leather. I love it. Although I will tell you, I'm getting kind of sore. So I've had this callus that has developed. I have not the prettiest hands. They're like 47-year-old hands that have really, really worked. I'm a nurse as well. So my hands have worked a lot. Lots of like hand sanitizer and lots of hand washing. I'm a mom. So there's a lot of dishes that have happened, a lot of laundry that has happened, a lot of taking care of people that's happened. And then leather working is tough. It's tough work. So I have, like I said, calluses that have formed here and there. But then lately, I'll tell you, February was the biggest month I've ever had. I've made so many covers. I intend to talk to you a little bit more about my Etsy shop in the future. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to portray that information and what I'm going to do here while I'm talking to you about that. I'm not sure. But if you have any ideas, please let me know. But anyway, I don't have the prettiest hands, and they're pretty gnarly right now. And when I've been stitching, I've been having to wrap Band-Aids around them just to kind of give me a padding. And I'm taking a break right now. I have sewn a lot of this Wyatt leather, which I talked about in my Maverick video, that is got a firmer temper to it, and it's just a little harder to stitch, especially when I'm stitching with these front covers on, or front pockets, sorry. That's 3 layers of leather, and it is hard. It's just hard. It's not impossible, obviously. It's just I need a little break. So here I am, and I'm rambling. I'm rambling already, and I'm just getting started. So I'm going to circle back to journal slumps. So they're inevitable. I think slumps happen with any habit that you form. And, you know, life kind of takes over, and it's all about adapting, right? So I have to learn how to adapt as well. I don't want to give up on this. This is the fabric of who I am. This is threaded throughout my life, and I would just be so sad even if I just missed a few days. So a journaling slump and how to get over that. What I do to get over it. So again, just suggestions. And I obviously would love to hear your suggestions as well. I think for me right now, like I said, it's not a brain thing because I'm wanting to journal. For me, it's like a life thing. And I'm right-handed. this is the hand that has been stitching. So it's doing this motion all the time, and it's pulling at the needles, and there's a lot of this happening. And I also write with this hand because obviously, and so it's not the same motion, but it's still hand motion, and it's, the pen is resting in the same sort of spots where the needle is poking and pulling and rubbing against. And so it's just kind of sore. So at the end of the day, I'm really kind of worn out. And that's another reason I haven't been journaling as much. But to combat that, that's what this video is about, right? Is to combat that. I think to combat a journal slump, one of the fun things to do is just like change it up. So maybe get some inspiration online and add in a few more flares to your page. I know that you've seen my pages so much that, anyway. But like, you know, changing up how you put the words down on the paper and maybe adding in your own little illustrations. So I am not an artist by any means. This year in 2025, I decided that I wanted to doodle more because I was buying these beautiful stickers, and you know, why can't I draw that, you know? So I talked about this, how I have a few books on, I don't think I have too much. I think mostly I've talked about lettering, but I also have some books on doodling. And this one here that I showed you last time, how I had this lady, Ms. Baldo, I had purchased her book on hand lettering and got some inspiration from that. But I got this one on doodling because she has very simple doodles. And if you really are completely uninspired to be an artist, you could also take her work. You're not selling it, right? You're using it for your own purpose. And you could trace over that with a pencil. I've even tried putting a little light box behind it and helping me. Or I can just look at it and freehand it. She gives you instructions, and actually most of them do. Here's another one. This one, oh, this lady, Jane Mayday. Boy, she's just seems like such a lovely little person. She might have a YouTube. She definitely has an Instagram, but she's put together these books, how to draw a super cute, adorable doodle step by step. And she's more than doodling, I think. I think she's way more artistic. So, but she's also showing you how to do it. And I don't have much need for cows and donkeys in my journal, or goats or llamas. Yeah, I could do a chicken or a rooster every now and then, I guess. And of course, my cat. But look at the difference between that little doodle and then my cat collage doodle. This is more my speed, actually. But then in the back of this book, she's got like little doodles. And these are super easy. There's a pencil, and I think I showed you that page where I had a little pencil, and right here. So that's one way to get out of a journal slump, is maybe don't write as much and draw. And you don't have to know how to draw in order to be able to draw. If you have a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper, you can draw. Your family might tease you and you might feel silly, but who cares? It's your journal, and I think it's just like your handwriting. You can show a progression over time. So that's one way. And I think that has helped me. I lost my page. I think that has helped me kind of, I don't know, spice up my journal a little bit. Another way is to to get yourself out of a journal slump would be to add ephemera. So you don't have to complicate it, or you could. So you could, take a trip to the local craft store and buy yourself a new little pack of stickers. And then you could use that sticker theme throughout the entire month. And, I don't know, maybe even challenge yourself to use an entire sticker book in a journal or in a month. And I think that if you challenge yourself to use an entire sticker book, even like a happy planner sticker book, and you said, I'm going to use this entire sticker book. I like this theme, and I'm going to use this entire sticker book, and I'm going to journal and use all those stickers in 1 month. I mean, you might have some really cute pages in the end, and it might even inspire you to develop a new, I don't know, style, I guess. Here I have just recently sat down and printed some ephemera, and this is just a quote I saw online, another quote I saw online, and I just screenshotted it and then cropped it, and then sort of just saved it to my photos, and then I photo printed it like I have done before. I did a video on photo journaling, and I'm going to redo the video and talk about photo journaling again. I have that video still on my channel. I've just made it private for a few different reasons, and I'm going to refilm it or record it. I shouldn't say film, record. Here again, I took some time, and this was a Snapchat from one of my kids or a something, and I just screenshotted it and then put it in here because I thought it was really cute. So that's another way to get out of a journaling slump. Another way could be to get a new pen. I don't mean to be materialistic here, but you could buy an inexpensive pen or a pack of pens and just give yourself some inspiration. It is incredible how much a new pen can breathe life into your journaling just because you're excited to use it. So we don't have to buy really expensive pens. I like to, but you don't have to. But even just getting a different pen color, maybe you want to journal in a blue ink or a purple ink all the month of March. Green, right? For St. Patrick's Day, whatever, or spring. That's another way to add some excitement to your journal. Another, let's see, you can do sort of the traditional things where you get a prompt and then you use the prompt to help kind of pull you out of the slump. Like you can't think of anything to write, and so you can use somebody else's prompt to help you write. There's a million resources out there for that. However, my personal experience is I don't ever not have something to say. And I've mentioned that before, and I'll say it again. It doesn't matter how boring your life is, you have something to say. You did something. I think even if you didn't even get out of bed, you still did something that day. You still had an experience that could still be put down on paper. So I personally have never run out of things to write about. I just get bored with the writing. So the way I pull myself up out of a journaling slump is I get something, or I do something, or I change things up a bit just to make me more excited to get inside my book. Sometimes I just buy a new leather journal cover to go over my journal. There are people who have just really been in a funk with whatever book they're in, and they've just stopped writing in it. And I would encourage you to finish a book if you can, but if you cannot get into that book, you just don't want to open it up for whatever reason, get a new notebook. I mean, you know, there's criticisms out there about us being wasteful, and certainly we are as a society, but it's a notebook. So if it's going to bring you out of a journaling slump, I say go for it. Get yourself a new notebook. So a new pen, a new notebook, a new journal cover, some new stickers, some new ephemera. You could even try something like adding tabs. So, you know, there's a lot of different ways to add tabs. This is a little Midori metal. Oh, I'm so sorry. A little Midori metal tab. You could add tabs, which, you know, don't add that much excitement, but you could, you know, add sticker tabs just to add some flair. There's also, people add all kinds of pretty things to their journal. I don't have it right here, but I've shown it before. The little wood medallions from Summer Wind Art on Etsy. Adorable. She's got so many like nature oriented little beads, I guess, little wooden beads. You could, I don't want to use the word bead, but it's like a medallion. I've seen the embroidered ones as well. Those are so pretty. And then some people like to add, you know, charms to the top of their books or the bottom of their books, or, you know, I don't even really know how to do that because I've not done it much, but I've seen it and it looks adorable. So that's another idea. So really in the end, you have something to say. So your journaling slump isn't because you don't have something to say. You may think you have nothing to say, but the truth is you have a lot to say. So even like writing down what you had for breakfast, like that's something. And maybe it sounds boring, whatever, but you know, you have something to say. So I guess that shouldn't be an excuse. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but it's the absolute truth. A journaling slump shouldn't be because you have nothing to say. It's just you're not inspired to say it. So then maybe use some resources in your life, in our world, that would help inspire you to put what you do have to say down on paper. So it isn't a lack of words, but a lack of inspiration. So what is it that inspires you to journal? I guess that's what you need to really think about to help you get out of the slump. You need inspiration. You don't need words. You don't need ideas. You just need to be inspired. And what is it that's going to make you inspired? New pens inspire me. I know that's sad to say, but they do. They really do. And I have a collection. This is one thing that I vacillate between pride and embarrassment when it comes to my pen collection, but my pens do inspire me. Also, printing pictures inspires me. So if I'm super bored with the way I'm printing pictures, I might change that up a little bit. Adding ephemera inspires me. So adding a little bit extra ephemera to my notebook. My leather journal covers definitely inspire me. So anyway, what inspires you to get out of a journal slump? I'd love to hear. This is kind of a real thing for us. Journaling slumps can, well, it can break our habit. It doesn't take much to break a habit. It takes a long time to form, but it doesn't take hardly any time to break a habit. So if you feel yourself heading into that slump, it's best to act fast. And it's not like a thing that's not recoverable. And it's not an excuse to stop journaling. Because every journaler, every writer, I would guess, has slumps, like slumps in inspiration. Musicians, they have writer's blocks. Artists have brain blocks when it comes to putting, their inspiration down. And it is really no different when it comes to your journal. I feel kind of like I was a little preachy, but that wasn't where I intended to go. I intended to be encouraging, and I hope I was, but maybe I wasn't. Anyway, let me know, and I'm going to end this video by thanking you again. I've had a lot of fun with this crazy little YouTube channel. I don't know. I just like chatting. I do wish y'all could chat back. I wish we could have coffee on my front porch, because I love to chat, and I love to chat about journaling and books. So thank you.